kick ass. And I'm all out of ball.
If you want to be a wise guy, you can do it anyway. If you want to be a strong man, you can do it anyway. If you want to be an Indian chief, cowboy, you can do it in the ring. You can't do it in the mall.
The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. I'm figuring and thinking there's nothing gonna stop my dual man Randy Savage now. I'm the man. I'm the icon. And yes, you can't bow. I am God.
The number one show on the net, the easy the best in your head like over net. For the punks and the perverts, niggas that'll work for Terry Funk and Knox Baker. Check Isman and Barbie, they got the cheap heat, so sit back and have a seat. They got questions from the fans, in your head is the band from Australia to Japan. Jake Brown, roll on, get back the first coast of the Mississippi.
We are bigger, we are faster, and we are all night long. All you idiots, punk, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show.
All right, and I'm here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all of podcasting, and many say a damn handsome man, Nasty Neal. And to answer Mr. Jackson's question, Jonathan Jackson, In Your Head endorses the N-word. The only N-word we endorse here is nasty. So yeah, we'll be taking calls in a little bit. We're the Friday Night Delight. We used to be on Friday nights back in the day, and for the foreseeable future, this will be the new start time of In Your Head. So mark that in your calendars. Be prepared, people. The Headyverse, Friday Night Delight, Friday, 6:05 p.m. Eastern. We sometimes will start with a classic interview like today with the late New Jack. Rest in peace, New Jack. I was just say he was a good man, but it's questionable. Entertaining man, I think undeniable. So let's see, gifted some fun memberships here. So if you would like to help support the channel, become a member. It's only $3 a month, or you can do the $10 tier and become a producer like our favorites here. We love everyone in the Headyverse. All the Headyverse is created equal, but some are just more equal than others, including Brian Matthew Clutter, Jonathan Jackson, Vic Schiavone, and the returning Lurker. All right, so get that out of the way. Hit the like button. Do it up. We appreciate it. So today we just get the 5 free memberships to Steven Peterson, Immerse Thunder, Ralphie May. Wow, from the grave, Ralphie May. Doc the Butcher, and Gabriel Sorto. Well, congratulations, folks, for your gifted memberships. So that's all I got. I think that's it. No, we are here. We're going to talk about some Dynamite from the other night. We're going to talk about, I think we already did talk about these cuts. Now, I think about it's probably been weeks, but we might talk some more about that. So, Dynamite open. We're 1 week, when this app is like a week and a half away from the next pay-per-view, I believe. We're, coming into MJF versus Darby Allin, title versus hair match. I like the build to this. I think it's been going well. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm going to challenge, open challenge, okay? Any of you guys out there, anyone in the Headyverse. So Vic Schiavone, Jonathan Jackson, Juju B, Geraldine, that bum, Mighty Lexar, Dobstein, Maya, any of you folks. Now, we're not going to wrestle, but, maybe we'll play some online Connect 4, maybe some internet chess, hair versus hair. So, whoever loses has to shave the head bald. And I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to put up the hair. You can see it's grown in here. But are you Jonathan Jackson? Are you man enough? Dobbs Dean Maya. Nikhil Callahan, do you have the balls? Vic Schiavone, you're going to put up those silver locks and take on Nasty Neal and some Parcheesi. Game of your choice. Game of your choice. Hair versus hair. This is an open challenge throughout the year. 2026, open challenge, online game, your choice, hair versus hair. Ja, you got it. Maybe you, Brian Matthew Clutter. Maybe you, pal. Maybe you, Mr. Bootlegger, the bootlegger himself, bootlegger Brian Clutter. The man, Brian Clutter, the man who drove Incher off the show. So I think, when we look back and people are like, should you apologize, Jack? I say, I should apologize for letting Brian Clutter around. So I think Brian Clutter is the man that we should all whip. No, I'm kidding. Brian Matthew Clutter is a great man. He's a great guy. One of my favorites. One of my 5 favorites. I have 5 favorites in the Headyverse. I love them all equally, but 5 more equally. And that is Brian Matthew Clutter, Jonathan Jackson, Vic Schiavone, the Lurker, and some other folk I'm forgetting. But you know who you are up there. Bubba. All right, Bubba. So let's get to this. MJF walks into the back. They were doing a really good job with this. He walks in the back, shows up at the arena. He's walking backstage. Everyone he sees, the wrestlers, the stagehands, all the workers are just bald motherfuckers. And he's like, God damn it. This is my future, is what he's thinking. I've got this full head of hair. And he worked hard. It's not like he was born with a full head of hair. He was losing it, spend his money. He flew across the world, not across. He didn't fly over to Poughkeepsie. He flew to Turkey. So he flew all the way over to Turkey to get this hair. And look, even Vic here, he's like, I've got to admit, I do not have the balls to put my hair up. I do. I'm 50, but I will put up every hair you see here, every follicle on this head, not the eyebrows, not this, but everything up here, even the sideburns. I'm willing to put up because I'm that confident that I would win. Game your choice. Connect 4, Parcheesi, backgammon, Chutes and Ladders, whatever it is. Scrabble. Cornhole. All right, so MJF, he sees everyone's bald. I like this. This was funny. Still a little serious. I dug it. And then he ran into Ricochet, and Ricochet said, don't worry, you're going to look good bald. But not as good as me. So MJF, he's he's worried that he's going to lose the hair. Because, normally put up the hair, maybe they don't even talk about it. But this time, they're really putting it over that this means a lot to MJF. So I like it. We had a great opening match. Arguably the best match of the show, I would say. Well, it was bookend by the 2 best matches. The bookend matches could have been main event, or not main event, but could have been matches pay-per-view quality matches here. And that was Cope, Christian, my boy Orange Cassidy, and the Young Bucks versus the Dogs and FTR. This was just great. All 8 guys doing all their cool spots. I could argue that the Dogs don't necessarily belong in this match, but I would also argue that is smart if you do I see like top tier stuff out of these guys? No, but if the company does, that's how you would you'd go about it. You put these guys in with some legends, and in theory that elevates them. So great stuff. really, this was a lot of star power, with Edge and Christian in there, Orange Cassidy, the Bucks, and FTR. And so you're opening the show with like a bang. This is, your big time stars. It helps build the matches that are coming up at the pay-per-view, FTR versus Cope and Christian. So it had a lot going on here, and just a really fun match to watch. And the baby faces go over, you kick off the show with a bang, everyone's happy, and you get the spear. It's a good use, in my opinion. Hide Cope in these matches. He could still do stuff, but not even necessarily hide him, but protect him. You don't want him out there, taking a million bumps in a singles match. It's good stuff. Then we went to the Death Riders vignette, and this was just very, very homoerotic. You had, all these topless men, and I get it, they're topless in the ring, but we're used to it. But these are topless guys outside of the ring. In their own time, in their spare time, they hang out topless, grappling each other. Now, I get it. This is how, a lot of men spend their time. Like when me and Jackson get together, we take the shirts off and we just start rolling around on mats. But, very homoerotic vignette here, I thought. And I will admit, I'm starting not to hate this angle. Do I think it actually helps Will Ospreay? No. I actually think you've taken him from like your top guy, like, to like he's a mid-card guy that you're trying to elevate. So you're trying to elevate him to a level he was already higher than. So it makes little sense to me. This would be an angle you would do with a guy who hasn't reached that level yet. Like, we want him to the next level. How do we do that? We show that he's been toughened up by the Death Riders of Moxley. Then he gets elevated to title matches. But this guy's already been there, and he's been the guy that the fans want, like your top guy, your top babyface. So you've got to actually, to make this angle work, you have to cut Will Ospreay down many pegs. You're like, we got to make him weak. We got to make him susceptible. Looks like anyone in the company could beat him. Then to build him up to a level that isn't as high as he is now. So it makes no sense at all to book something this way. If you had never seen Will Ospreay before, would it be a fine angle? Sure. But it's not an angle you do with an existing guy that's already established, and a guy that people have already wanted past the level he is. So it's an unwise booking, I would say. Storyline wise, like I said, with someone else, there could be something there. Then we had Ricochet, Mark Davis, who I've become a fan of. I used to be really hard on that guy. You know what I'm saying, Jackson. Don't get any funny ideas over there. I thought this guy was worthless. Thought he's useless. He had no point in existing. But you know what? It's not bad. No, he's pretty good, honestly. I think he listened to me. He was like, Nasty Neal knows what he's talking about. So he worked on his look, worked on his whole like persona. They booked him better, I think. Well, they actually booked him fine. They just were booking a guy no one cared about. So I give him a lot of credit. He's become somebody I actually like. He's a really big guy. I think you could be one of your AEW big guys because they are. Look. So I'm not a guy that's obsessed with everyone being jacked and 6'7", all this stuff. I love Darby Allin, all this stuff. It's fine. Fine by me. It's wrestling. It's not, reality. But I can't deny that AEW does not push big guys very well. Like, I think they could have got something out of Big Bill. They never did. Rusev. Brody King right now could have been champion. But I mean, I don't want to say that because I think Darby's been a great champion. But there's been lots of guys. Brian Cage, which I'll get to in a minute. And so Mark Davis has not been like really ruined yet. So he could be your big guy for AEW. Plus, he really fits in AEW because he also does a lot of cool moves. So he could be like the big badass of AEW. That would work. So it's Ricochet, Mark Davis, Andrade, the Dogs, and the Gates of Agony, and they're going to be facing at the Stampede match. I need Incher here just to talk when I sip coffee. So if he could fiddle around, he could shoot his gun, play some pinball, rub one out, whatever. But when I take a sip of coffee, he could just go, "Yeah, Jack." That's all I'm saying. That's all we really need at the moment. So when I sip a cup of coffee, I need someone to just say, "That's right, Nasty Neal." So they're wrestling at Stampede. This team's fucking like the Jericho team. This is like an epic team. You got Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Kenny Omega. This is like freaking all-star land here. This pay-per-view is really shaping up to be pretty freaking great. Again, do the Dogs belong in that with all those guys? I mean, maybe even Mark Davis doesn't. But so this is a real opportunity for the Gates of Agony, the Dogs, and Mark Davis especially, I think, to show their wear, because you're going to be in there with legit main event Hall of Fame guys. Ricochet, I think, is as good as he's going to be. I'm not a fan, but I can't deny that, he's much better character-wise, and he's a good wrestler. Andrade, he surpassed anything I ever saw out of him, so he deserves to be in here. Then we went from, the great match to, we had the homoeroticism. Then we had, the announcing of this big match. And then we just had Speedball Mike Bailey versus, some schmuck. And I was like, what? Like, why is this match here? And they announced that Speedball's been on a winning streak. He's won 7 in a row. So that's good to say. Okay, Speedball's on a winning streak. He's grown on me. I think he's fine. Good. This schmuck, he was the schmuckiest of schmucks. He did a handspring like thingamajig into the corner and just fell. And even the announcer was like, "Yeah, I guess that happens sometimes." And I thought maybe this was his gimmick at first, like he's the clumsy guy. He's like Clumsy McGee or something. But no, he just was bad. So Speedball beats some schmuck. And then immediately Kevin Knight comes out. And so they have the TNT Open Challenge. So whoever comes out, going to go for the TNT title. And wow, Brian Cage comes out. He's back from injury. He looks fantastic. Has new hair. I was like, wow, he looks like a real superstar here. I was like, guess they're going to put the TNT title on him. Nope. So he returns, looks great. Jack to the gills, got new hair. Crowd, anytime the crowd sees something they haven't seen for a while, they pop. And in AEW's Infinite Wisdom, and I'm a fan of the show, but they immediately beat the man. His first match back. And you can't have another first match back unless he goes away again. So you had another shot to maybe get something out of Brian Cage, what they've been trying to do for 6 years. And immediately ruins it. They immediately cut any chance of this guy being somebody. They're like, immediately comes out there and he just loses. Why? They've got a roster of like 200 people. You could literally put in another 198 people in this match, but they're like, no, it needs to be the return of Brian Cage and he needs to lose. Like, okay, if you don't want to put the belt on right away, people argue that. Okay, that's fine. But you don't need to do this match. You could have had Brian Cage beat the schmuck we just saw. Brian Cage come out. Oh, it's the return of Brian Cage, and he squashes a guy. Maybe we got something here. Let's build up to this match. And I'm not saying he has to be undefeated, but he returns and he just loses right away. It's bad. It's just bad booking. You can argue all you want. You're wrong. So I think already we've established, nothing again out of Brian Cage. So you wasted your money on your hair, Brian, or maybe not if you personally like it. And then I guess then they said they were challenging the winner of the main event. So are we going to, we just had Brian, we just had Kevin Knight. So it's going to be Speedball. And look, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Darby Allin will be a really fun match. But no one in the world, even Mama and Papa Speedball, think for 1 second that Speedball is going to beat Darby Allin and become the new champion. And I'm sorry, Speedball. I think you're a talented guy. You've grown on me. I actually enjoy the guy on the show. But you're not a main event caliber guy. At this point in the game, anyway. Maybe down the road. I was, I'll admit when I was wrong. Big Bill, Mark Davis. There's been other people. I'm like, you know what? They've proven themselves. I was wrong. But right now, Speedball Mike Bailey should not be in the world title picture main event. Especially, the ratings are going down, and there's a lot of strong stuff on the show. You need top tier guys like on this show to wrestle Darby in the main event. But not Speedball Mike Bailey. Owen Hart Foundation tournament coming up. It will be Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay in the opener, which really should be it should lead up to those two in the finals, I think. But that'll be the opener, so that'll be freaking badass. Mark Davis versus Jack Perry, which actually will also be good, I think. Swerve Strickland versus Bandito, be a hell of a match. And Claudio Castagnoli versus Brody King. So not a bad match in any of the tournament matches. So who's going to win? So I think you have, if they don't have Will Ospreay win, it's just, I've given up on him being their top guy. They could put the belt on him, but he'll never be what he should be. So Will Ospreay will beat Joe. I'm going to predict then Mark Davis beats Jack Perry. Swerve's got to go over Bandito. I would hope Brody King over Claudio, but I could see them going Claudio, but I'll go Brody King. So then we would have Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis, which is going to be your classic, the big guy versus the little guy. Plus you have the previous match where they had to stop because Will Ospreay was murdered. So Will Ospreay goes over in that one, goes in the finals. Then we have him, how I see it, Swerve versus Brody King. Now that's going to be a good one too. In theory, I would say Brody King, because then you have Will Ospreay winning against two big guys in a row. But I think Swerve, and then you'll have Swerve versus Will Ospreay in the finals. And you have to go Swerve, I think. I mean, I'm sorry, you have to go Ospreay, but for some reason, I don't think they will. I don't know. But hopefully they do. So then we had, next was a Will Ospreay match. Will Ospreay versus Ace Austin. So AEW needs to do a better job of building these newer guys. They're trying with the dogs. I'll give them credit. But Ace Austin, he's got a good look and he's a good wrestler, but I really haven't seen him a lot to like warrant like him going toe-to-toe with Will Ospreay. So this match, like as a match in a bubble, is good. Completely way too long, way too competitive. Will Ospreay should have beat whoever he's wrestling right now, quickly, especially when they're establishing that he has a new submission hold. He has the arm bar. So this is like a really long match where it's going back and forth. Tons of near falls, way too many near falls for a match that's Will Ospreay versus Ace Austin. Because it's like, if he can barely beat Ace Austin, like how is he supposed to beat Joe and all the top guys? And then it was kind of an anticlimactic win. It was almost like a fluke win. He rolls him up in the armbar. And I think if you want to put over the armbar because you've been doing this, I like that in theory. Okay, he learns the submission move from Moxley because Moxley and the homoerotic riders are, they're laying on mats and in the yard, like rolling around with each other. So, he learns to do the armbar. But you have to really put it over big. He has to use it and make the guy tap out. Make a big ordeal about it, not a quick roll into it and the guy taps. Put it on and the guy taps out like, crazy. Oh my God, he beat him with the armbar. Plus, it also helps Will Ospreay. Anytime you have multiple finishes, it's good. But if you have a finish that you don't have to like take a giant risk for, or also you can do on anybody, because the one winged angel, like, if he's wrestling the Big Show, which that's a dream match for most people, like he's not going to hit that, but he could do the armbar. Joe comes out. He looks in great shape. Lost a lot of weight, looking good, and he was talking about Will Ospreay. I'm a big Joe fan. The Ops right now is pretty hurting because it's just Will Ospreay. It's just Samoa Joe, the Asian guy, and the second banana of the Acclaimed. It's not a great faction. It's not a great faction. And then I was very happy Mark Briscoe is back because that group needs Mark. They got Orange. I'm a fan of the other two guys. Whatever. So you got Mark Briscoe's back. Word Day is back. Sheeta, Jamie Hayter, and Alex Winter versus Triangle of Madness. Kind of the dead crowd for this, but I think we had some heated stuff, so it was kind of a bad place for it. But match is all right. Roosh video. Roosh is coming back. Roosh is man, so I'm happy about that. Takeshita versus Darby Allin, main event time. Fantastic match. I've really enjoyed the Darby Allin title reign. This was great. This was a good guy for him to wrestle for multiple reasons. He's a main event guy. He's been protected pretty well. So you could buy that he might win the title. It's like Kevin Knight. No one knows. No one thinks he's going to win the title. But Takeshita could win the title. Both guys really going all out. And I like that both guys are, AEW. I know they wrestled other places, whatever, but people consider these two guys AEW stars. So I like that. We had the Scorpion Death Drop on the steps. I like that Darby Allin, every match, he's got to really give it his all to win. And so you might say, well, Nasty Neal, you don't think that about the Will Ospreay match. You're like, meanie. He should just beat Ace Austin. Because they're two different guys. They're two different characters. So Will Ospreay right now should be beating people like Ace Austin quickly. Where, Darby, his characters, he's small and he's takes all these, he's the daredevil, takes all these chances. So he has to literally give it all to win his matches versus an established guy. So that's his character. It's not everyone's character. That's why, you book these matches differently and not just have a 20-minute competitive match with everybody. Which, you know what? All right. So WWE really does have one style, and so it's kind of boring. And AEW, sometimes they're guilty of that too. It might be a style that I prefer. It's like a longer match and everything, but it is the idea where every match is competitive, and you got a bunch of near falls, and you don't need that in every. In fact, you don't want that in every match. Then MJF came out. We had the contract signing. And we're off to the races. So we're going to have Darby Allin, MJF, title versus hair. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Stevie, what's up? Stevie! Hey, I haven't watched AEW about 4 years. If there's no way in this point in time that he would be champion. I mean, he don't beat shit. He don't beat nobody. So he should not. I would never put the belt on him anyway. He's not that great. I think you could do better with the guy. But as far as like he should be their world champion, no. Besides being jacked, there's not really a lot there. His hair looks better though. All right. So let's send out the link here if you want to video in and talk wrestling. And I have an open challenge to anybody out there. Hair versus hair. So online game of your choice, whatever, it is, online tiddlywinks, checkers, backgammon, sorry. And I will put up every follicle versus yours. So hair versus hair. I'll shave it live on the show. If I lose, but I'm confident that I will win. But I'm an honest man. You got to learn to lose. So if I lose, I will shave my head live on the show. But so do you. So if you lose to me, whatever game you choose, I'll even let you choose a game. You got to shave your head live here on the show. All right. So here we go. Talk some wrestling here. I'm going to play a quick video while I share this link out. Here is, this was Men on a Mission, Oscar versus R-Truth in a rap battle. Who had the better in your head rap?
All right, this is Jack here at InYourHeadOnline.com. Only 2 people in the history of the website have had the guts to do live freestyle rap on the show InYourHeadOnline.com. And now it is your chance, Headyverse, to decide the winner between the one and the only Oscar of Men on a Mission and Ron the Truth Killings, now known as R-Truth of the WWE.
It's late at night. You should be in your bed, but instead you're listening to In Your Head. I've been in your head for just about an hour talking about the MOM power. So things like this, don't be misled. Wrestling you're listening to In Your Head.
To describe my rhyme, the verb is blended. The noun is in your head and the adjective is blended. I'm on the mic, your body was filled with hype. The educated MC, the intellectual type. I'm the hip-hop king, the predator of rap. There's no doubt I'm the best, so buddy, give me some dap. I don't care if you're skinny or built for a chub. My rhymes are obligated, make you feel like a scrub, because I battle anybody with top choice grammar, set you up, beat you down like a 20-ton hammer. For all the biting MCs that have tried to bite my rhymes, how many have died? If you try to battle me, you will get fried. You try to imitate my rhymes, it's probably to get tongue-tied. I'm not trying to criticize. Don't be misled. You can't kill the noise because it's already dead. For time is getting short, so I gotta break. Can't be everlasting. My controller, my creators rap champ.
Hey, everybody. We got Vic Schiavone here and Toronto Stevie. I just dropped something. Give me 1 second. Vic, what is on your mind? I'll be right back.
Well, watched the pay-per-view, watched Backlash. I thought the pizza that we ordered during Backlash was especially good. That's about what I thought of the show. So,
you know what? I forgot all about Backlash being on, but Mike Petrelli messaged me and told me it really sucked.
He was right. Ed, I don't know. There were some highlights. I'm just not getting it. And I sent a message when Stevie did his Raw report the other night. I'm just not getting into this thing with Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. They're making a big mistake trying to make Jacob a heel. I don't think people want to boo him.
No, I didn't realize they were doing that because I thought
I don't know what they're doing.
He was going to be a baby face at WrestleMania. It looked like to me.
See, I don't know what they're doing with that whole storyline. Who's supposed to be the heel? Who's supposed to be the face?
Yeah,
people are begging them to turn Cody heel, and they won't do it. Yet here's Jacob. With a story that everybody can get behind. And they're trying to set him up as the heel. And it's just not, once again, I'm just not getting into it.
Yeah, he's been beating up Roman Reigns week after week after week, and the crowd is just cheering him. They're really egging him. And I get these heel vibes from Roman Reigns and the Usos that eventually they should just turn heel on Jacob. And yeah, it's like, it's backwards. It's the same thing. Yeah, I can completely understand what you're saying there, Vic.
So, I enjoyed the match with Io Sky and Asuka. I thought that was a real true moment of emotion there.
Oh yeah.
That where Asuka Everybody thought she was just going to jump her after the match, and they ended up hugging because apparently Asuka's gone for an extended period of time, maybe forever.
Mm-hmm.
The Danhausen, I thought that was just stupid. I was embarrassed for The Miz having to sell to a little person. The match with Sami Zayn and Trick, that was I mean, the first match was good. I thought the match with Braun Breaker and Seth, but having Braun go clean over Seth, I don't know where they're headed with that either, unless Seth is going to take some time off. It was just, I don't know. It didn't feel like a pay-per-view. It felt
a lot
like
of their shows don't, because they're short, and then there's like there's only so many matches, and then there's like so many breaks in between all the matches.
But
and it's so many of the people we've seen wrestle each other so many times,
Like I said, I ordered a Hawaiian pizza, which was absolutely delicious, that I enjoyed during the pay-per-view. And had a friend over, and we had a good time. So, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even give it a thumbs down. It was just like there. So.
Yeah, so let's go with this match real quick. Braun Breaker defeated Seth Rollins,
and that was a good match.
I'm sure
the right guy won.
And Trick Williams defeated Sami Zayn for the U.S. Championship. He's with Little Yachty, which I know is a big favorite of Stevie's.
I did like that Little Yachty attacking Sammy with the candy cane. I had a good laugh at that.
Danhausen and Minihausen. Was that billed as like a mystery partner?
Yes, yeah. I was hoping it would be like Papa Shango.
Minihausen. So I'm reading it was the Minihausen was portrayed by Masquerita Sagrada.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a good job, but
yeah.
But every time you have a little person beating up big guys, remember they did that with Drew McIntyre and that group. Was it Drew McIntyre who got beat up by
the 3-man band?
The 3-man band, yeah. Every time you do that, it just it just sucks.
And then who's Kit Wilson? That's he was Miz's partner.
Oh yeah, his tag team partner got hurt, and so Kit Wilson is like a single right now, and then they just put him with the Miz.
Okay.
In another tag team.
And then Io Sky versus Asuka, which I did hear was really good. That was
best match of the night. I'm giving it best match of the night. I really like that match.
Yeah. Then main event for the title was Reigns beating Jacob Fatu.
And I agree with Vic on this. Like, Jacob is so over with the crowd that he could be as beat up Roman Reigns week after week on Raw, on the pay-per-view, but then they have him lose. And
to me it almost seems like it's even too early to do this match. I think you probably should have built this up for a little while.
Yeah, have him take on the Usos like in singles matches and then build it towards but they're in a hurry, and I guess it continues.
That's the thing, because I was thinking at least it's like a fresh matchup, but it's a fresh matchup now, but we'll probably see them wrestle each other now, dozens of times over the year, It'll be just the ongoing match. It happens every show.
Clash in Paris or Italy or whatever, wherever that clash is.
All right. Oh, so what's on your mind, Toronto, Stevie?
So, went to the doctor today.
I hope everything's all right.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm waiting for a referral to an orthopedic surgeon. It's taken it's been about 4 or 5 months. It seems in February that he made it, and he's gonna follow up on it with different more surgeons. But that's just the state of medicine in Ontario right now is, like you got to see a specialist, you're going to wait months. So I'm still waiting. So.
Right. Well, I hope you're not in pain or anything.
Well, no, I actually walk with a cane now, so it helps.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But wrestling wise, yeah, I watched the pay-per-view, watched Raw, even watched Dynamite. Yeah, I was watching. I think Darby's going to have a lot of competitive matches if they keep him champion, and he can face baby faces and heels. And I'm predicting you're going to get a lot more mileage out of a bald MJF. I'm kind of.
Yeah, I actually really like the Darby Allin title run. I'm into it. I like that he's like the ultimate baby face, and he's there's a lot of smaller guys who do cool moves and stuff, but I think he's really the best at like portraying that he really has to put everything he has into hurting somebody and winning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like it. It works for me. And I agree. I do think there's something there with MJF being bald, because I think most people think, they're giving Darby this run just to get it back on MJF. But yeah, I think a bald MJF, if they don't do it this time, I think you have to do it at some point. Because they've teased it a couple times. So I think someday we're gonna see MJF get his head shaved.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it, because then if you do it this time, then you can do one more match where he's got to put up maybe his career. It's like, you took my title, you took my hair, you don't deserve another title shot. And he's like, I'll give you anything, I'll retire if I can't beat you. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think. Have him lose, head shaved. I remember. I think it was when Roddy Piper beat Buddy Rose in a hair versus hair match. Buddy Rose came back the next week. I think he had a wig.
Yeah.
He wore a wig, and then Piper took it off him. This is like 40 plus years ago.
Yeah.
And he wore a mask. I mean, you can do all kinds of things with a bald-headed guy.
Yeah, and MJF's really good at bringing back old stuff like that and making it like very entertaining in modern day. So he's one of the rare guys that like he can be heel or face. He can also do serious stuff or a little more comedy stuff, but keep it like entertaining and not like super goofy, which not everyone can do. I would like it. I'm actually really into the feud, and so I'm the match will be great. Both guys will really go all out. So we'll see. Oh, sweet.
When is that pay-per-view?
I think it's next weekend.
Okay.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Because we're going to Collision the next Saturday after it. So.
Oh, cool. So it's like 2 weeks.
Looking forward to that.
Joe Brown here. You got the package. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see him wearing the shirt tonight if he hops on. Did you do a Raw report already, Stevie? Like on your channel?
Yeah, I did it. I did it on my own channel. I mean, I can give you some highlights.
Yeah, let's see the Raw highlights.
So overall, I gave it a thumbs down. It's like deja vu. It's like if you missed one episode of Raw, well, don't worry. The next week they'll do the same thing. Then the week after that they'll do the same thing. And this is kind of what's been going on with Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. It's like, okay, Roman comes out, Jacob comes out, they fight, Jacob gets the upper hand, and the show goes off the air. It's like this was the third main event segment where the same thing happened.
Yeah.
And so like can't you guys like think of something more creative? Are you so bankrupt that you're penciling in the same main event segment week after week?
Mm-hmm.
And what's killing me about all this is that in all these segments, Jacob Fatu is getting the upper hand, Yet when they had the match, and this was a match where he no-sold a Superman punch, Roman pinned him after slamming his head into an exposed turnbuckle. And that's how the match ended. It just lame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't see it, so.
Yeah, didn't miss much. But the pizza was good.
But I have huge news here. After you finish any of the other highlights, or if that was the only highlight, I don't know.
Oh, well. Let me just go. Street Profits. Nah, that was kind of boring. So I think, it's. I kind of hope the Street Profits beat the Vision, get those belts off them. I think they've already kind of blown Joe Hendry's debut. So Penta and Ethan Page are having a feud. Saturday night's main event. So this upcoming show, Saturday night's main event, I guess the biggest match so far is Penta versus Ethan Page. I don't know whether they're gonna have like
that's a big match.
Yes.
Who?
And they don't want to risk people getting hurt before Italy, I guess.
I guess. Is that like this next week? Is it, or is this weekend?
It's going to be Sunday afternoon, the 31st, because it's in Italy. I think it's coming on at 1:00 my time.
How's Ethan Page on the main roster? I personally never seen anything in the guy, but I know a lot of people have like thought he had a lot of potential. Like, is he over at all on the main show?
Well, he chickened out against, like, he's backing down from Rusev. Like when Rusev was, I think, was it last week's Raw where he came in and was beating up Penta, and Ethan Page just kind of okay, no, go ahead, and then he just backed away. He doesn't come across as a strong heel. I mean, he kind of comes across as like a four-eyed geek. He wears these glasses to the ring.
He does?
Yes.
Weird. Huh? I never liked the guy, honestly. Like, I think I don't think he's bad. I think he's just like fine at everything. But WWE does seem to like a lot of guys like that. To me, he's kind of like Austin Theory. He's fine, but not really stand out at anything.
And
maybe a better promo than Austin Theory, I guess.
And another one that they kind of, Sol Ruka debuts on the main roster and hasn't won a match yet. She loses to Liv Morgan one week, and then she loses to Io Sky the next week. So
I can't just blame AEW for doing that with certain people, I guess. So, yeah. It's all wrestling. Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna debut someone, you've got even like among the women, you've got more than enough women to.
Oh yeah. Or you can just have some, enhancement person like.
Or I mean, you've got what's her name?
At the very least, their debut they should win. Like,
yes.
When Outback Jack debuted and stuff, they won matches. How do you know? If you want, why even like bring them up if you have no interest at all of them being anything? You know what I mean?
I mean, you've got Ivy Nile, you've got Maxine Dupree, you've got girls who can lose, but no, you got to put her up against the world champion, the women's champion.
Yeah, that's what's like Brian Cage returned on Dynamite, and I was like, I just assumed, I guess they're putting the TNT title on him, but he just loses, and I'm just like, okay, like you've already just got nothing out of him. Like, he's back to just being nothing. Like, I honestly don't think he could ever be like a tip-top guy because he's really not particularly good. But being that big and jacked, he could be. You can get value out of him. So at the very least, when he comes back, you win some squash matches. Even if you're not going to do much with him, you have some squash matches and you build him up to losing to somebody. Not just he just loses his return match, because now who the hell cares about him?
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how I feel about Joe Hendry and Sol Ruka. Like, in the WWE mindset of wins and losses don't matter.
And the ultimate now is that stupid John Cena tournament they're doing, where the wins and losses literally don't matter because they're going to advance based on votes. That's got to be up there with one of the worst ideas I've ever heard in my life in wrestling. Like if you're watching this, just telling you're just watching to see moves, and then the wins literally they honestly do not matter.
It made Jim Cornette swallow his tongue.
I don't always agree with Cornette, but this one I would agree. I actually should go check that one out. I would like to check that out.
He wasn't that severe, but obviously he had questions about it. Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, the only way it would make sense if you put these matches. Let's say they got 10-minute time limits, and then if they go the limit, you go to the fans. That would be okay. I would give that a pass. But the idea that they actually have a match, somebody wins, and then but that doesn't matter. You still actually go to the, and I know people try to defend it. They compare it to like American Idol or something, but in singing, you don't actually beat something. You're like, beat them with your voice. Like it's still up to people's opinion. It would be like if you had like races. And then, but if you had like a horse race, and then you just like, let's go to the audience and see who they actually think should have won, and they just pick a horse who won based off their cool name or something. Like it makes no sense. Like, what is the point of this? Stevie, are you a fan?
Well, I'll probably watch it, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, is this the best they could come up with? Like, or are they I almost thought at first, I thought, well, like stealing an AEW idea because they have so many tournaments. But then the idea
that their tournaments you got to win,
but at least their tournaments you got to win with a match. And
it would be something. Imagine if they just went out and said, the winner of this is going to be determined by your vote. So you vote while it's happening, and then whoever they voted for, like, literally wins the match. So they just completely tell you it's completely fake what you're watching.
Well, the referee does have an earpiece,
Yeah. Remember they did that with the Blue movie.
Like it's the new, the new. What was that? Cyber Sunday? Is that the one?
Yeah, at least you picked the people. You didn't just pick who actually. I mean, you're going to show who wins, but then they don't really win.
That's actually a better idea. Let's have the new Cyber Sunday, the John Cena tournament.
Yeah. You vote while it's happening, and then lo and behold, they win.
I don't think they'd ever do that because people would want to see LA Knight. And
I saw a thing they're saying they think he's going to be one of the next cuts.
I saw
that's
that
insane. I mean,
yeah. And I'm always like, you can't take everybody who gets cut to AEW, but there are people like that. I think you really should take a chance on. I mean, I don't even think it's much of a chance. It's like the guy has a big following. So, hey guys, where's CM? Yeah, I don't. CM Punk's been off TV since WrestleMania. I think. And just my gut is probably just give him time off to rest, and then it's a big deal when he comes back. He's an older dude, gets injured pretty quick, so you don't want to just run him until he's like dead.
Maybe that's why they're keeping the belt on Roman. They're gonna
yeah, I could see that
build up to a rematch against Roman, but not right away. Like
maybe SummerSlam. Well, SummerSlam's not that far away, I guess.
Yeah, have him come back in July, either June or July. And,
yeah. And that's not a bad thing, though. The idea of letting people take time off, I do think that's good. For lots of reasons, they not keep their bodies healthier, and I think it keeps people fresher if they're not on their constantly. I'm going to go to these questions. If did you have anything ready on your mind? Everyone, we can all answer these questions.
Oh, no, not really. There's a 99 hard book I noticed on Audible.
Oh, really? About who?
99 hard.
Oh, cool. Oh, 99. All right, I'll have to check that out.
On sale right now when I got it anyway.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I'm just replying to something. So before we get to these questions, this is not wrestling related, but it's Neal related, Nasty Neal related. So about a month or so ago, my friend Johannes Grunfurtner, he's an independent filmmaker in Austria. He asked if I'd be interested in doing an artist residency in Austria. And I was like, yeah, it'd be amazing. So we put all my credentials, we put it in. I didn't really think it would happen. And then last week I was told it looks like things are pretty good. So they want an email to send an official invite. And today I got it. Today it's official. I will be spending a whole month in Austria as a resident artist, as a filmmaker, doing public speaking about independent filmmaking, work on a movie, and also learning. So I'll be in this apartment with a bunch of other artists, international artists, and it's really huge for me. So I'm very excited about it. They cover the flight, my apartment. I get a stipend for spending money, so it's pretty wild. And it's a whole month, the month of December, which I assume is very cold in Austria, but I'm really looking forward to it.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. So any Headyverse members out there in Austria or near it, and if you want to come out in December, I'm sure I'll have time to hang out and do some stuff.
Yeah, at first I thought you said Australia. I was like, I'm gonna say go see Rogue.
Yeah, she left Facebook, I believe, but I think she's on Twitter. I haven't talked to her in years.
Yeah.
Brian Matthew Cluttar wants to know, apart from Duckman and Terry Funk, what was the worst, most embarrassing thing a caller said to a guest? That's a good question, actually. As much as I like Carol, there were a few times when Carol would call in, I'd be a little... But usually the callers either liked him or they played along with him, like Sid. No, I think Sid actually told them about, like, why do you ask like these stupid questions or something? That was pretty funny. Was it embarrassing? Oh, I do have the most embarrassing, and it is Carol. No offense to Carol. He called in when we had who's the referee? NWA referee used to like leap around.
Tommy Young.
And he calls in to Tommy Young, and he's like, I saw you delivering pizzas, and I was like, oh God, like, don't bring this up. Like, we know people have to make livings, like he's a retired wrestler, but don't call in the show and tell everybody that he's a pizza delivery guy. So it's pretty embarrassing. I'm trying to think. I don't think we really took calls for Miss Destiny when the wrestlers were on. I think there was a caller once. I know when we had Sonny on a couple times, I swore there was people calling in like they were like jacking off. Like
probably.
Yeah. It wasn't embarrassing, but when we had her on, Missy Hyatt called in when we had Sonny on, and she was saying something. I forget what she was saying. And then Sonny said, she's like, Missy, go give your boyfriend a blowjob. And she's like, okay. And then hung up. If I could figure it out, because I see some shows that, do the StreamYard and stuff that take actual phone calls, because not everyone wants a video in. I'll have to look into that. If anybody has like an idea of how we can do that, I'd set up a phone line and we could take calls again. Brian Matthew Clutter, or if you don't want to be on camera, you can always still video into the show and turn your camera off.
Mm-hmm.
How long can you hold Lexar's pee?
Oh God! What the hell?
Jonathan Jackson. Which move would you rather take in the ring? By the way, doing the show on Friday, 6:05. I'm going to start advertising this better so everyone knows. But I did find out that it works better for our English viewers. So Dobbs can listen live. He listened live last week. And Nikhil is going to video in one of these nights because
Nikhil, video in.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'll be a little more scarce because it's kind of awkward for me at this time.
I understand, but it works better for me.
Yeah.
And it's also since I started booking guests again, it's a lot easier. It's hard to book a guest at 11 at night. So. Jonathan Jackson, which move would you rather take in the ring? The big wiggle or the Viscagra? Was that what that was called when Vis would just lay on the guy and dry hump him? I didn't know that's what that was called. I guess I'd rather take the big wiggle. Not that I'm really dying to take that either. But
hey, everybody!
Speaking of the big wiggle, we got Chobo here.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great and everything. I had TV dinners and Pepsi for dinner.
You're having Pepsi for dinner?
No, TV dinners and Pepsi.
Oh, TV dinner. What kind of TV dinner? Hungry Man?
Hungry Man.
Fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
That's the way to do it. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
So I'm doing good. I'm just with my puppy Christmas, the dancing dog.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yep. Chilling by myself on a Friday night.
Chilling like a villain.
Yep. I saw Mortal Kombat, by the way.
Oh, nice. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
That's not the one all the wrestlers in. That's what Street Fighter
and Supergirl.
What was that?
Supergirl, Mandalorian, scary movie, and He-Man.
Yeah. I'll see most of those, I think.
So yeah.
I think He-Man, look, I'll be honest, He-Man's probably going to be terrible, but I'm very excited to see it because there's so many of the characters popping up, and I was a big Masters of the Universe kid. So.
Yep. So I'm doing good. I went to the thrift store. I had a good week. I stayed home mostly all week. I had a lot.
A lot of what?
Yeah. A lot of foods and everything.
Oh, good. All right.
I had ice cream.
Were you patting your belly like Kamala?
So I'm doing good and everything.
The New Jersey Giant, Anthony Chobo.
The New Jersey Giant, the New York Giant.
Yeah, New York. Oh, New York. All right.
So I'm excited. I'm going to play basketball with my worker tomorrow.
Oh, really? All right.
Yep. Ate some M&Ms. Get ready for SmackDown.
You good basketball player, Anthony?
Yep. And I reviewed Backlash.
Were you a big fan? I didn't hear too much good about it.
It wasn't that good. What was okay? Kamala, 8-bit Kamala. Neal, have you heard about Flair being admitted to Sports Illustrated for 10 times wrestling?
I did not, but who was on it? I'm gonna pull this up. Sports Illustrated top 10. If it's top, I don't know, even top 5, you kind of almost said, but top 10, you have to have Flair, I think.
He's being admitted. Wow, Hulk Hogan's the greatest, brother.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not a particularly big fan of Hulk Hogan as a kid, but
I was a big Hogan mark. I met Axel Duggan when I was a kid.
Let's see, top 10 Sports Illustrated wrestlers. Let's see if we can find this. You're a big fan of who? I was not a Hogan fan, but it would be foolish to deny that he should be I would say top 1, but at least top 3, I would say. So here's the top 10. All right, so they have older people here, but it is all WWE. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say I give them a pass because it's called the top 10 WWE wrestlers. So if it's a top 10 WWE wrestlers of all time, I don't think not having Flair on there is bad. I probably would, if I only went by WWE's career, I don't think I'd put Flair on the top 10 either. So that's fine. So top number 10, Bruno Sammartino, which, you could argue number 1 is that one too. But 9, Bret Hart. 8, Shawn Michaels. 7, 7 to me is more of a kind of insult. Number 7 is Triple H. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be here, but Triple H should not be higher than Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart or Bruno Sammartino. But I get it's bias, and it's very much like portrayed that he was, bigger than. The thing is, when I say it's portrayed he's bigger than he was, I don't mean that he wasn't a big wrestler. He was, but he wasn't like the top 2 or 3 guy like they show he is. 6 is Undertaker. Okay, yeah, it's hard not to have him super, because you think of the longevity too. 5, Roman Reigns. I mean, would I have him above like Michaels? Probably not, but I mean, this has been like 10 years, it's like on and off champ, I guess. 4, John Cena. 3, The Rock. 2, Hulk Hogan. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
I mean, if you're just going to, I think you have to put Hogan 1, to be honest, but it's all right. 20. Here's the ones we missed, because they also have it's really the top 20. 20 was Becky Lynch.
No.
Yeah, I know they want to put a woman, but it's, I mean, 19, Mick Foley. I'm a big Foley fan, so that's all right. 18, Jericho. Okay. 17, CM Punk. Okay. 16, Andre the Giant. I actually thought he would be a little higher. I thought he'd be top 10.
Should be.
15, Randy Orton. People like that, like my gut is like, no. But then if I think about it, he's been like perennial main event guy for 20 years. So I guess he has to be. 14, Edge. 13, Roddy Piper. 12, Kurt Angle. And 11, Macho Man, Randy Savage. So Flair wasn't even in the top 20. And I don't know. I probably wouldn't have him in the top 20 of just WWE either, to be honest. If you're just the WWE career. So I mean, I would argue some of the only one that I would say on that list that really shouldn't be in the top 20. Like I would argue some of like who should be high or whatever, but Becky Lynch shouldn't be number 20. I mean, there would be easily like 20 other people like would put in there before her.
Even other women that I would probably put on there than Becky Lynch.
Yeah, well, I mean, Becky Lynch was the first woman to main event, pay-per-view and stuff. So I get it, but all right. Yeah, I don't think I'm not that offended by it, because it was, if it just said wrestling, I'd be offended by it, but it says WWE, and besides the the early 90s run, and then he was cool in when he's old WWE. Like, I like all that, but do I think that's like top 20 caliber? No, probably not. All right, let's see. I mean, Bob Backlund is out there, and he was champ for years. Like
Superstar Billy Graham.
See, whenever you have these kinds of lists, I always separate WWF, WWE from WWF, because that should have its own list.
Yeah, because they're comparing. Yeah, they're comparing people. People that they've actually seen to people that they've read about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Andre, Ivan Koloff, Superstar Billy Graham. This is WWF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Pedro Morales was the first guy to have all 3 titles, which was a big deal at the time, and he was champ for years. And like if you would have had a top list in the 70s or early 80s, like he'd probably be on it of all time. But now, like, no one would even think of putting him on it. So,
Yeah.
sorry. Lexar. I would put Savage above Brett, HBK, and Triple Schnoz. I'd put Brett above Triple H. I mean, Savage. I think you could argue the placement of the other three, though, honestly. There's different things you can argue there, because you'd be like, if it wasn't for Brett and HBK, WWE very feasibly could have went out of business during that era. I actually think Bret Hart's the best in-ring wrestler of all those. HBK is like right there. Macho Man, though, is really the best total package, I think. But he was always second banana to Hogan during his run. So, but I would not be mad placing Bret Hart, HBK, and Savage. You could put any of those guys above those three. I wouldn't find that. I wouldn't be offended. But I would put all three above Triple H. Let's see here. John Cena has announced the new John Cena Classic. Yeah, we talked about this. I think it's just the shits. I don't even get it. Like I can't even wrap my mind around like anyone putting that together.
Well, I read it. I was just reading a thing. They said it may be December before it happens. So,
Jesus,
you might be in Austria.
I'll be in Austria. Yeah. Hey, will the ring general be there? Maybe the ring general will be in Austria. Lexar, Asuka is semi-retired after a loss. I don't know if that's true. I think she might be. I don't think anyone really knows, but I do think she's taking time off. But I don't know if she's semi-retired.
Maybe she gone back to Japan.
Yeah, I mean they didn't get rid of her, so I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know either. I don't know. Maybe she wants to take time off and see if she wants to come back. I don't know. TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view has moved up to 3 p.m. start time, so it won't compete with AEW Forbidden Door. Are you intrigued? And would Neil go? Well, no. I mean, I can't go and then be home to watch Forbidden Door. I mean, it's not like it's outside my house or something. I just walk outside and go to it. I still think that's dumb. It's look, even if you have it, technically it's earlier, so you could watch both shows on TV. People don't want to sit for like 10 hours watching, anything. So you're gonna lose viewers. You're gonna lose potential buyers.
Oh.
Also, the idea of people spending all that money in one day on wrestling. And they're probably just doing it because they're WWE cucks. They're WWE hirelings, and WWE doesn't want to put a show on the same day, and people could bitch about it. But if they have their underlings do it, then they'd be like, well, you see, it's fine. On a related note, TNA only sold 500 tickets to Slammiversary. Is this alarming? Yeah, it's alarming because they've lost all their. They actually had some like momentum. I mean, I don't really see anyone talking about it now. TNA Power has defeated TNA Impact in the ratings, but are they even on TV? I don't know if that's true or not. I do want to. When I've watched the ICP wrestling, I actually enjoy it. I should keep up with it because I actually like. I like it. I like it that it's so different. Would I say it's like fantastic or something? No, but it's fun, and it's because I see plenty of like great in-ring wrestling, and so it's just kind of like some goofy storylines, and I like it, and it's short. I should watch some of that though, because it would be fun to get some ICP guests on or NWA Power on. And I'm thinking for because we're I with Intra leaving and everything, it kind of messed up the Heady plans. But I'm thinking maybe we'll just do the in your head part of the Headies. because people want to know who won Rookie of the Year and things like that. It's kind of late to do Match of the Year now that we're 5 months in from last year. Nick Khan has signed a new contract with the company to remain president of WWE through 2029. Are you intrigued?
No.
I mean, no. Why would I be intrigued by that? Cody Rhodes claims that he got sent a cease and desist from Nintendo. For what?
They just wanted to tweet and desist.
Like, we just had enough of this guy. Just throw him off TV. Yeah. We're just not. Oh, does he do something about Link? He doesn't. He have the Link. He has the Link logo on his boots, I think.
Maybe OID works for Nintendo now.
The thing is, anytime that happens at WWE, I feel no sympathy because they're like the worst at that. They go after anybody for doing anything. If I show a clip of a wrestling show from 1985, that they technically own because they bought all the footage of all these things, it's instantly flagged. I have had cease and desist letters from WWE. Actual cease and desist letters for wrestling masks because they said, "Oh, it looks like the Mysterio mask. We own this." So they're the worst at all that. So if anybody else hey, don't use my logo on and sell it, I don't feel sympathy for them. If they won't let anybody do anything, why should he be able to have Legend of Zelda logo on his boots? And maybe they sell it. I guess I don't know. Let's see here. Here we go. We got the man here on the line. Jibba Jobs, yeah.
So not to dox you, but
right. I think it's got my home address on it.
All right.
Boom. Here we go.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I didn't show us on the show. It was the shirt that was too graphic for In Your Head.
Where do you even buy a shirt like this?
Ask Jason. Wherever he also bought a dog toy that you can have sex with, apparently.
Well, the good news is it is my size.
Uh-huh.
So if I wanted to wear it, I could.
Yeah, you want to wear it out. Gonna wear it out to dinner tonight.
Yeah, I'll wear it. I'll wear it tomorrow.
All right.
But
with the family, family get together, yard work, mow the lawn with the son.
I wish I had something funny to say, but I don't. Actually, kind of dumbfounded and kind of shocked. Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome. Thank you. I don't even know if you're allowed to show it at all, to be honest.
I mean, I can do one of these real quick.
Yeah. It's too graphic to show on the show. Yeah. I mean, you can wear it and take a photo, and we'll blast it all over, social media if you want.
Just blur my face if you don't mind.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't want you to get demonetized, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I couldn't even show it on the show. And think about all the stuff we talk about on the show, people, and I couldn't show this shirt on air.
So I just want to know. You have to seek this shirt out. Like, this is not like,
Jason Mitten.
This is not something you stumble upon.
You just run across. Yeah. You saw it at Spencer's.
This is not on the wall at Hot Topic. So yeah. Oh boy, I wonder who this person is on the shirt.
Yeah,
who both of the people are on the shirt.
Who was the target audience?
Well, you, I guess.
Jason Mitten to send to me. Like, okay, so
yeah,
this
I
shirt
will.
here. Now, am I gonna wear this around town? No, but like you could wear this, and it's kind of funny. This was the other shirt he sent me. I mean, I'm not gonna wear it, but you could wear it. And
why rabbits?
You know what? I'm not really sure. I didn't think.
Because they live fast.
I mean, I know rabbits fuck like rabbits, but I didn't know rabbits are really big ass eaters. But I don't know. Yeah.
That's why I'm happy.
Yeah, this is not eating ass. This other one.
No, it's the other end.
Yeah. And it's a graphic. So there, and it's not the what was the big beef and cheese like Intra likes. This is the other thing Intra is into.
A big beef and cheddar. No, this is yeah. Same initials though.
Mm-hmm. If you catch our drift.
Oh,
all right. So next question here.
You know what? Vic, Vic said he's going to Collision. I'll see you there, and I'll wear the shirt.
Oh, sweet. Just make sure you have like a button shirt or like a flannel shirt over it. Yeah.
So here's the good news. I have front row tickets.
You'll just stand up, you wearing the shirt during like a speedball Mike Bailey match or something.
Hopefully, I can get a ride out of Cash Wheeler. I bet. But Hathaway will like this shirt.
If anyone wants to eat ass, live fast shirt.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were saying this. Does anyone want to eat ass?
If there's any ass eaters out there,
not really. I'm good, but thanks.
$20 right now. Look, the front though, it's like a little classier because it's just like the front. It's just on the breast, and then you just bam on the back. It's even nice. $20 right now. This can be yours.
Yeah, there is no cute little design on the front or back.
No.
Shirt.
It's just bam. It's right there.
Just shoe right in the face.
Yeah. So these are the kind of gifts I get. I don't know. I know Intro was always all about like throwing all this stuff away, and I used to kind of make fun of that, but I don't know about having this dog. I do have it still down here in my basement.
A dog?
I hope to be here for a long time, but you never know what could happen. I walk a lot, maybe a car hits me or something, and then they go down in my basement, and there is just a dog with like a fleshlight butthole. Like, I don't really need that to be found down here.
You gotta have a contingency plan. You gotta have someone, in case something happens to you, just to burn all the evidence.
I'll tell Troy. I'll put all the gifts in one box, and like, Troy, if something happens, come over, take this,
and bury
it. Yeah, you can give it away to In Your Head fans as memories of me or something.
Well, I will have to figure out a way to sneak this in without my children seeing it. So,
yeah. It's not safe for children. It's not safe for work. It's not safe for polite society. It's
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's
Did you expect that shirt when you bought it? What did you expect to get?
If I'm being, if you were to be 100% honest with you, yes, this is exactly what I expected to be in the shirt. I assumed, and I was right. I was right on the money. It's a lot more realistic than I anticipated.
It's not cartoony. Yeah, it's just boom. Yeah.
So that's fun, I guess. But yeah, I This one's going to go in the back of the closet, I think. And I hope that none of my loved ones ever find it.
Like, what the hell was that?
And if they do, I will be dead and I won't have to explain myself.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm glad it arrived. Started a little late. I am bad with that. I need to be better with that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
But I will say, and I'm not going to sell this. This legit also from Jason Mitten is one of the nicest things anyone sent me, and that is the Jackie, which is weird to say. It's very nice that I get a tombstone of myself, but the Jackie Jones tombstone, this is pretty cool, I have to say. It's a real tombstone. It's heavy. It's carved into actual stone. Jackie Jones, 2005 to 2026. He will be forever loved. That's actually really nice. So he's the man with the hookup. He's like, you need a BBC shirt, you need a dog sex doll, or if you need a tombstone, Jason Mitten is your man.
He runs in weird circles, man.
He just has a guy. He's got a guy for everything. Guy needs this. Look, I got a guy. I got all kinds of stuff around here from Jason. I got this. He sent me two of these. One I sent, one of them. You actually super chatted to send an incher, and I did, and I never heard anything about it again. He completely no-sold it.
I imagine that his dad opened it.
But yeah, it's okay. I shouldn't show this. I just noticed that John Reddy's got company here, so I'm sorry, John. But you probably shouldn't have company over when you're watching in your head. But hello, John's friend there. Should I just take them out for now? I don't know. Confused.
Do you want to take the shirt?
Yeah, you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on, and we can see if they like it.
All right.
Well, I don't. Okay, you're about to get demonetized. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. don't want any screams to come of this.
Now so. I need to really launch a Discord because we could totally. You could do the whole show on Discord.
If I could wear them, if I could like obscure my identity, then I would.
Right, gotcha. Fair enough.
No, I
you can
have
just have
a
the
job.
Camera so it doesn't show your head. It's just like from.
I have a job I'd like to keep, so.
All right. That reminds me. Takes me back to Kentucky when John was like, Jason, guys like us, we have families and we have jobs, and I'm like, I've got a family. What the hell? Let's see. MJF would like to see an AEW event take place in Madison Square Garden. All right, cool. Does I get that holds like a special place in people from long ago. Is it still that big of a deal for younger people? Like if they had a show at Madison Square Garden, does anyone really care anymore?
No.
I get back in the day it was a big deal, but I can't watch so many things televised. Like you watch everything on TV and streaming. Do you really care where it's from? I don't.
There are so many like bigger venues now. Like they sell out a stadium every year for WrestleMania. So compared to
they've been to Wembley. I mean, it's a lot bigger deal.
Yeah. They sold out Wembley. Yeah.
When they went to the ECW arena, I don't think that really mattered. It just looked bad. I'm not really comparing the two, but the idea of the venue holding a special connection to yesteryear, I don't know if that really exists anymore. WWE
arena did, but that's different.
Yeah, I don't think it does now though. When they hold shows there now, it just looks bad because it doesn't even look like the ECW arena, and it's just like, oh, you're in like this like really small, crappy place.
Yeah, and all the guys are retired anyways.
Yeah, they're right. They don't really have any ECW guys on. Or...
Well, I mean, like, so, and like Madison Square Garden, that's like WWE's thing. Like, all you're doing is doing what WWE did. Why don't you, like, I really thought when AEW was doing shows at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah.
I thought those shows were really cool.
The times I went to see it in Boston, I actually thought their shows. I forget the name of the arena. It's still pretty big, but it's a smaller arena that like the college hockey team plays at. And then I also saw it at what used to be the Boston Garden. Now it's the TD Garden. And I thought the atmosphere was a lot better at the other one, the smaller place. WWE selling a replica AAA Mega Championship for $549.99.
Wow.
You know what? Am I still going to do shows in Austria? You know what? I don't know really what my schedule will be like, but I'm sure I'll do some type of live shows from Austria. Now, what will they be? I don't foresee me like really doing like traditional interviews while I'm there. I mean, I might possibly interview people there. I don't know, but I will definitely do some type of live streaming of some sort, at least like updating what I'm doing. But I don't really know. I also don't know. I assume I really don't know what this all entails. Like,
you're not gonna.
I can't imagine I'll be like completely busy every second. What?
You're not gonna take over Poland while you're there, are you?
Maybe I'm gonna shave the mustache a little bit. CZW fires back at Bully Ray, but at the same time, I also, I'm going to experience Austria, so it's not like I want to sit around streaming all the time. But streaming's, and it's cool to share, what's going on with everybody. So I will stream, probably not as long shows or anything like that, and I probably won't be following wrestling. So I won't really know what's happening. So in that aspect, it probably won't be much different than I am on this show. I don't know what the hell's going on half the time. Combat Zone Wrestling fires back at Bully Ray for saying the 10-bell tribute to Eddie Guerrero was a work. How can it be a work? I mean, if you do a 10-bell salute to somebody, how could that be a work? I mean, you're doing it. I don't even understand it.
Maybe that means he's still alive.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be wild if he just walked out and he's faked his death all this time?
I told you I like you.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
What if he was really like Roosh or one of those mask guys, or not Roosh, but he's really Bandito or something this whole time. Danny Luna has departed TNA Wrestling. Okay, I'm sorry. I have no idea who that is, but
so no memories then.
Our boy Bubba! Roman Reigns sucks ass. Damn. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I could see not liking him, but he is good. It's kind of hard to deny. I think that he's good. Sting's son Garrett Borden is going to make his singles debut. Thoughts? Great. I'm into it. He was really cool at the retirement. I've seen some videos of him training. I hope he does well. I'm a Sting fan. Fadeaway Media has got his Twitter X account suspended. Who? Okay. Does anyone know who Fadeaway Media is? What's the most embarrassing T-shirt design? This is very strange you asked that, Lexar. What's the most embarrassing T-shirt design you've seen someone wear out in public? The one we just saw that we couldn't even see. I know what it looks like. Why is Lexar's really obsessed with urination? I've noticed, and not even just urination, but the idea of holding your urination. If you had to pee really bad, but there's no bathroom in sight, do you pee somewhere in public? Well, you can't just like if you're in the mall, you can't, like piss like in the mall or something.
She said, "Do you find a tree? Something?"
Yes, I mean, yeah, something like that. But with Lexar, you never know. He might just mean like you're in McDonald's or
Just wear dark pants, Lexar. That's all I can tell you.
exactly. Like the wrestling commentators. Ricochet recently said that the WWE ruined his love for wrestling. I mean,
some people have said that.
Yeah, that's not like exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's not. He's not the only one to have ever said that. So, CM Punk said that before he came back and said he's home.
RVD too.
RVD exactly. At least RVD never. I mean, he went back for little things, but he didn't come back and say, "Finally, I'm home." Lexar, boxers or briefs? Boxers. I don't like tight things around my genitals. Whoa! We're gonna get kicked off here, man.
Oh, just kidding.
We're about to find Toronto goes commando. Lexar, short shorts or capri shorts? I've always liked longer shorts. Yeah, I usually like either jean shorts or I do prefer actually ones with a lot of pockets. So what do you call cargo shorts? I like cargo shorts because I go walking a lot out in the woods. So I like cargo shorts. What's your favorite porn category? Whoa. Anyone answer this?
Not particularly.
Yeah, we don't. Flexar was here. Who knows what we get to answer?
Well, I do like those.
I bet it would involve the View.
Those erotic thrillers of the 90s.
Okay. Yeah, like Skinamax kind of thing.
Skinamax films, yeah.
Yeah, those aren't really porn though.
Ice cream or slushy? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Both.
My local New Jersey Transit is charging fans who are going to the World Cup matches $105 for a round trip ticket. No matter where from other parts of Jersey or coming from New York City, fans must pay $105 for a ticket to the stadium. Okay. The NFL schedule will be released this week. This is a wrestling show, Lexar. We don't give a flying fuck.
Right into the View.
Jonathan Jackson! Do you pick up your penis after it falls on the floor?
Wow.
Damn, Jackson's hung.
What are you going to do? Leave it there?
Yeah. Well, hit the floor. I guess it's gone now. Brian Matthew Clutter. Do you fear the cinematic integrity of Arbor Day will be challenged if it films in the fall, but Arbor Day is observed in the spring? No. Brian Matthew Clutter. Will you go through the entire In Your Head archive and edit out Incher like WWE used to do to Jesse Ventura? Yes.
No, Chris Benoit treatment.
It's just me talking, and you just hear silence. And then I just laugh at nothing.
You dumb dick.
Jonathan Jackson, will you start paying artists to do thumbnails instead of using AI when Incher returns? No. So I've made thousands, literally thousands of thumbnails over the 20 years. So there are times now where I do use AI. It saves me a lot of time. But the more I've used it, I have realized it is a tool. There is a difference between AI slop where you just say, make me blah, 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 and it's just so you can use it. People might say this is an excuse, but I mean, almost all stuff I put up is a combination of AI and Photoshop and real photos. So, but it does save me a lot of time in creating. Nikhil. Oh no, I think I missed one. Yeah, Nikhil. I saw a video of Eddie Guerrero in the summer of 1999 getting a star-like response from the audience in WCW before he even locked up. When did the bookers actually do? What did the bookers actually do during these? I mean, so back in this time, I was reading all the dirt sheets and stuff. It was common knowledge that, as wrestlers have said, there was a real glass ceiling where, there was a giant group of WCW guys that should have been pushed to a higher level. Raven, I'd put in there, Jericho for sure. Eddie was definitely over, but I would say Eddie really came into his character and stuff more so in WWE. But there's a lot of guys, and everyone knew this, and it was certain guys were going to be pushed no matter what because they had the big contracts, and if you didn't, then you probably weren't, which was a big part of the company eventually getting stale because you just saw the same group of guys all the time. And then like these other guys that you'd get behind they would get to a certain point, but never anything past that. Kevin Nash has urged TKO to leave Triple H alone and stay out of WWE creative. I understand that TKO interferes during Mania season, but I somehow doubt that Ari Emanuel is forcing Triple H to book a 9-month feud between Damian Priest and Ali Black. Yeah, you're probably right. Look, just because Triple H is a wrestling guy doesn't mean he has endless ideas. So it's probably good to have him. I think it's good to have wrestlers around, so you keep stuff wrestling related. But there's been lots of wrestlers who weren't great bookers.
Yeah, I really think Triple H likes these brawls because ever since he kind of took over, there's been an increased number of brawls where two guys.
People have their go-to things, and it seems like it's a lot of just repetitive things with them.
Yeah, whether you're men or women, if two people who have an upcoming PLE match are in the ring and they're with microphones, eventually there's going to be a brawl, and that seems to be a Triple H thing. And
I would just assume he probably needs some. I don't like the idea of like these 20 people writing crew, and they're all from like soap operas. But probably need his group of core. Like there's got to be like an endless amount to pick from it when you're WWE, like older creative guys. And when I say older, I don't mean like Cowboy Bill Watts or something, but guys that were active not that long ago. According to sources, there was internal belief back in April that Big Bill's AEW contract was set to expire around the end of May or beginning of June. As of now, there still has not been confirmation regarding whether or not Bill has signed a new deal. Thoughts? I'm a big Bill fan. I think the guy's turned everything around. He's a much better wrestler. He's got a great look. AEW is not good at pushing big guys. They're just not. And I think that was a guy they missed the boat on, to be honest. That was the best Cage was, actually, the Cage and Big Bill tag team. And that would be good because they've got some really good teams now. And then if they had the big the big kind of LOD kind of team, it just makes for fun matches because then you have different types of people, Chris Masters doubts he will appear in WWE again. Well, I mean, when's the last time we've seen him? Like 15 years ago? I mean,
yeah, how long has it been since he was in WWE?
Yeah, does anyone think, man, I think Chris Masters is coming back? No offense to Chris Masters.
Last time I saw him, he was in TNA. That was many years ago.
Yeah, it says he was released in 2011.
Yeah.
15 years.
He's 43 now. So, yeah, I mean, he seems like a good guy, but, like, he wasn't a big enough name to, like, we gotta bring back Chris Masters in his 40s. And, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't expect to see him anywhere, really. Tony Schiavone recalls a wild Ted Turner moment following the sale of WCW in 2001. Turner reportedly blasted AOL Time Warner for removing wrestling from TBS and TNT. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Imagine how dumb WCW was that in 2026, WWE value Rey Mysterio mask so much they won't even allow you to take it off a video game. These idiots removed the mask as the company was falling into a pit. Yeah, I'm far beyond tired of Rey Mysterio, but I mean he is over, and the mask is iconic, and they've made a lot of money off him. Fabian Aichner, Giovanni Vinci, made his TNA debut at the end of Impact. Thoughts? None.
None.
Good for him.
I'm glad he's got a job.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great. I know Reddy was telling me he was a big fan of it.
Yeah, I'm always talking about Fabian.
He's like, did you see that Fabian Aichner match? I was like, oh yeah. Grown Ups 3 is officially in the works at Netflix with Adam Sandler. I can't wait. Can you? I sure can, Nikhil. I sure can.
Yes, I can't wait not to see that.
But I'm glad that you like it, Nikhil. We all talk about Hulk Hogan's creative control and his large percentage of pay-per-views he was in WCW. But you ever think this guy simply woke up one day and said, I want to come out to a Jimi Hendrix song, and they just said, absolutely, Terry?
No, they had it, and
standing next to a mountain, chop it down with the edge of my hand. I don't know. It was very memorable. I loved it. That was a great theme song.
Yes, Voodoo Child's a memorable song.
It is.
With or without Hulk Hogan.
But it really fit the whole vibe of his NWO entrance.
Not if you listen to the whole song. Like
the beginning does. That's like though so many people like the MAGA Butcher, Necro Butcher became the MAGA Butcher, and he comes out to Born in the USA, and I was like, have you ever listened to the lyrics? This is not like this big like gung ho song. We all dang, we got a naughty. A nady? What? Ted Turner beat McMahon. When Ted died, people shared stories of wonderful things he did, or at least tried. When Vince dies, Bruce will cry. Foley will talk about how he got a 3-pack of action figures to sign at conventions. The rest of us will dance the lambada with our cat. I don't think that's entirely true, though, because people were chanting, thank you, Vince, at the Hall of Fame. So.
Yeah.
I don't think that's entirely true. Look, I know I'm not going to say there won't be people that are like happy. I don't know if I'd be happy. I think a lot of indifference maybe, but there are people that are going to bring up he changed wrestling, which I mean is true.
Can you change it back, please?
After about 14 months of Sting outsmarting the NWO at every turn, not getting touched by any heel, and being an indestructible force, 6 weeks out from Starrcade, they got him. A real show of patience, of when to show some vulnerability from WCW. The build was so perfect. And then, one of the best builds, honestly, ever to build a match that long. It's really kind of unheard of. And then the payoff stunk. So.
Eric Bischoff said it's because Sting didn't have a tag. I don't get
Hulk, I don't feel it, brother. I'm not feeling it, brother. Saw a clip online. Poor Sean Spears People try to look. You can't tell me Sean Spears is better off. He was on AEW TV, he was on pay-per-views, and now he's, in wrestling school. I mean, come on. Neil, is there an email I can contact the channel on? Yes, there is. So you can email iyhwrestling@gmail.com or withoutyourhead@gmail.com. Either one will work. I'll put this in the chat. iyhwrestling@gmail.com. Rib shot. Anyone out there can email me. You can send, you know what? Actually, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But if you would like, you can send me news. You can send me whatever you'd like us to talk about. You can send me you can send me clips. I'd show clips on here. But they can't be WWE related because they're too strict on it. Honestly, they'll just whatever. If it's an old territory that they own, they just immediately flag it. So we can't show that. But maybe like if it's territory that no one owns, which probably not really. Look, one night on here I showed what's his name? Bob. He was going to come on the show soon. So like old NWA enhancement guy, Bob
Cook.
Bob Cook. I'm a fan. Bob Cook. Great punches. I showed a little video of him throwing a punch on like WCW Saturday Night. And WWE is like, we own that. We own all the ad sales on your show. And it's like, are you that worried about a 5-second clip of Bob Cook throwing a punch?
Obviously.
Jesus. So yeah, we can't. Unfortunately, no WWE stuff. But
You do.
I don't know what's not owned by them. Maybe Continental or something. But if you want us to show any clips, you can send them to me, or modern indie stuff, I guess. I've messaged in the chat before, but it's about using your old interviews. Oh yeah, that's sweet. I'm into this. Idea. Totally into this idea. And now with the new YouTube thing, you can do collaborations. So, you can just tag in your head as a collaborator. If you're actually going to do that, it's going to be a different email though. If you're going to, because that's not the one associated with the YouTube. It's Jack in your head. Is it Jack IYH, I believe. Jack IYH at Gmail. Just email the other one and I'll send you the right email. I think it's Jack IYH. But yeah, I like this idea. Cartoons with in your head interviews. I tried to do that years ago, but it's just too time consuming for me. So someone helping out would be great. Or doing it their own thing, and we can collaborate on it. I like it. Thank you, Ribshot. Where can we find you, Mr. Ribshot? I assume at Ribshot. Ribshot. Right. I believe that's all the questions this week. Thank you guys for sending them in. I'm going to try to put these question comments. I'll put one up right now. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to be home next Friday. Oh no, I'm going to be home next Friday. But this Sunday, I'm going to. We're filming a radio drama. A dramatized version of the old 60s horror film, The Brain That Wouldn't Die. So we're doing a old school radio play version of it. That'll be on Without Your Head. This is a new venture I'm producing, written and directed by Troy Minkowski. So it'll be fun. Anything else going on in the world of wrestling? I'm gonna go get dinner here momentarily.
Did you see the clip from X that I shared on the Facebook group? The indie wrestler who goes by the name of Jesus. Did you check that? He doesn't ever touch the wrestler.
Oh, I think I've seen this. I've seen videos of this guy.
Which?
If it's, I assume it's the same guy where he just kind of like.
I'm assuming. I mean, there was a big crowd there. I was impressed. Because usually indie, I'm expecting like 50 or 60 people.
Yeah.
Did he feed them loaves and fishes?
No, he does like he mimes like choke slams and stuff, and they just like people take bumps. Can't find it.
Doesn't sound very Jesus like.
Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah,
I think
I found it. I'm gonna pull it up here. You know the pizza guy from he was on TNA there for a little while. I mean AEW for a little while. He's really fun if you watch any of his clips. He's flipping around the pizza. He'll punch the dough and like it flies across the ring and people take bumps from it. I really think this could have been like, not like he's not going to be like your champion or something, but definitely like a Danhausen kind of guy. I don't know why they didn't use more of him. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's done well, but by both of them. It's almost like Darth Vader, actually. In the original Star Wars, when Darth Vader's like choking people. Yeah, this is like a big crowd, and they're super into it. I love it. I'm into this.
Well, I think Jesus had a sense of humor. He would find that.
Yeah. You could do the same gimmick if you don't want to like offend religious people. You could do the same gimmick as like a magician or like, a warlock or something. I don't know.
Or maybe Darth Vader. Well, other than the copyright, you'd have to run into.
Yeah. So. It's and both him and the wrestler do sell it well, so it is entertaining.
Like I said, I gave him A for originality, but I don't think you'll ever see that gimmick in the big league.
No. So. I'll have to find the pizza guy for next week, but if you watch him on Instagram, he does stuff like he's twirling the pizza. The crust. He'll throw the crust up, punch the crust, and the crust flies right across the ring and like hits people in the face, and they take bumps. And I was like, I wish they did this guy more. Like they should have used him more. He said he'd come on. I asked him to come on when he did the first time I was in AEW, but then he never did. But I'm big time by the pizza guy. It's like, dude, we had Harley Race on the show, Nick Bockwinkel, Bruno Sammartino. But now in modern day, I'm big time by the pizza.
But they didn't have deliveries to make.
That's very true. Yeah. Michael, I didn't know there's a Michael Jackson wrestler. What's he? I assume he moonwalks. Look, I saw the new Michael movie. I thought it was fantastic. I don't know if Michael Jackson was alive, he would really be a good wrestler. I don't think he's a particularly physically intimidating human being. But.
No comment.
Well, I mean, he could do the moonwalk over somebody's face or something. No, he could do the moonwalk and then do a stomp, maybe.
I'm bad. He could load up the one glove.
Yeah. In Memphis, they used to have coal miners' glove match.
Yeah. That was on the spin the wheel, make the deal. In fact, I think that's what they landed on, right? When it was Sting versus Jake the Snake.
Yeah,
coal miners' glove. And most modern people are like, what the hell is that?
Oh, I used to see those matches in the territories back in the 70s. Yeah. There was a wrestler named Dutch Savage. That was his match. Whenever he had a big feud to blow off, he'd bring out the coal miner's glove. Yeah.
So what would that be? You just punching out the big glove? Or?
They would fight to get the glove, and then they could put it on and hit the one that got the glove could hit the other one.
Yeah, it was on a pole, and you had to get whoever got the glove off the pole was allowed to use it. And sometimes
this was Vince Russo. Vince Russo loved this.
And
take it away from him.
There was steel inside the glove, and
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, had many a coal miner's glove match in Memphis.
Santana Jackson. Is this them? I just found him on Instagram, but I don't think it's a wrestler. I just think it's some. No, this is just some guy who's doing this. I just found some cosplayer. I'm unfollowing you, Santana Jackson. You're not the Santana Jackson I thought you were. So apparently, multiple people are using the name Santana Jackson. So yeah, this is fun stuff. Send me links of any of these people. These silly, fun, I don't want to say silly, these fun wrestling gimmicks. We'll play them on the show. All right, I'm going to go get dinner, but I had a good time, and we'll be back next week. I won't be around this weekend. I should have popped on. I actually totally forgot about the pay-per-view. But next weekend is AEW pay-per-view, so I'll do the normal Friday show, and I'll also come on either right after the pay-per-view or the next day. Sometimes it's a little late to do it right after the pay-per-view. So. But we'll probably do two shows next week, the Friday show, and we'll do a AEW pay-per-view recap. So hit the like button, subscribe here. You'll get a notification every time we're live. And if you want to help out, you can become a member. And you can become a producer for only $10 a month, or make a donation like our buddies Brian Matthew Clutter, Jonathan Jackson, Vic Schiavone, and the Lurker. I also want to throw Bubba on there. He's more for Without Your Head, but he is a great, he donates a lot, which helps all the websites, and I appreciate that. All right. Any parting words, Mr. Schiavone?
No, gonna do another 5K tomorrow. So.
Oh, sweet. Great.
For melanoma awareness. So another good cause.
Any final words, Steve? That sounds very ominous. But any last words for the week?
Oh, well, it's Queen Victoria's birthday on Monday, so it's a holiday in Canada, long weekend. So I got the day off work.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Well, happy birthday to her. So you can have a long weekend. And Reddy, I know you. It's also a week. It's also a holiday for you, and I know you're a big fan of the monarchy.
Oh yeah. Thanks your brother-in-law. I like them soon.
Yeah. Do you have any last words for us for the week?
Live long and prosper. I don't.
Very good. All right. We'll be back. Thank you, guys. Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight. Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre was great. He was not bad. A great big heart and a great big man. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, drink, drink. And fight, fight, fight. Andre the Giant.
From Grenoble, France.